Welcome to IK Garlic Store, where we sell all kinds of kitchen accessories, home appliances, gas accessories, and electronics of all kinds. Today is another Friday where we get to teach you how to use some of the items you get from us. And today here, we'll be talking about your table gas cooker. Your table gas cooker, some of the major faults or some of the major issues that you get to notice when using it, and how you can fix those issues when they come up. Now, this is your table gas cooker. Um, there was a time a customer bought a cooker from us. Initially, when we started selling cookers like this, we don't test it before we give to customer. Like, we don't test it with a gas cylinder before we sell to customer. So there was a day a customer bought from us, and then after a while, I saw the customer. The customer was like, "That cooker you sold for me, that the thing is not good. That it's blacking my pots. This." I was like, I know that this thing is a very small issue, like where this man will just test it from under, and then the problem is solved. But because we didn't test, or we don't use to test cooker then for customers before we sell it, because some of them might have factory errors that you might need you as a seller needs to correct those errors if it's something that you can correct. So we didn't, because we don't test, we don't know that issue was with the cooker we sold to him, and then when he went, he assumed that we sold something bad for him. Meanwhile, it was just something that's is very easy for us to fix. So today here, we'll use this cooker to explain to you how you can fix it, which is a normal thing that customers do complain most times. They'll tell you that the cooker is blacking their pot, and sometimes they will end up throwing it away. Meanwhile, what is just wrong with their cooker is a very minor thing that they can just use their hand to, fix. Now, I will on this cooker, you will notice that one of them, the flame is yellow, which is, it can also black your pots. Now, let me on this one first so you can see it. So you see this one is blue, like it's very blue. I reduce it to the smallest, size. You're getting that smallest flame still working, and it's still blue. That's telling you that the thing is working properly. Now, let me on this other one. Then you get to see, you see this one? As it like this now, it's going to black your pots. If your cooker is burning like this, there's every tendency. Sometimes it might not black, maybe because it's not yellow enough. But there's a way it might tune it very well. It will still black it. That's what causes that. What causes that thing most times is maybe you might be cleaning your cooker. You want to clean your cooker. Sometimes your hand will go to a particular place that you don't know that thing is what controls the color of the flame. Now, this is what controls it. Now, let me on this one. Now, basically, before I control it, let me show you what controls it. Let me just show you. This is something that controls it. Now, if you zoom in closely here, you see that there are things under here that controls the cooker. These are the items that controls the flame, how the flame will burn, how it's going to burn. It's here also. But for some cookers, you will just see just one of this pipe. But because of the way this cooker is the product I'm using to explain this is Tamoku. Just because of the way this cooker is built, it comes two like this. Normally, ideally, it's supposed to be two, but some cookers, theirs is just one. So if you look closely, if your own is one, if you want to control the flame, you're not getting blue. It's not blue in color. It's giving you maybe yellow vibe, and it's blacking your pot. You control it from this place. But for you to do it, your cooker has to be on before doing it. Our advice, if you're doing this at home, make sure that doors are open. Make sure that that there are no leakage anywhere. Make sure that you know what you're doing. If you're scared of doing it, don't do it. Call a professional that will do it for you. But if you're not scared of it, it's a very simple something. Make sure that your gas is on. When you fix everything properly, your gas will be on, and then you rotate this thing. Once you're rotating it, as you're rotating it, you will get the required flame. And another thing, okay, before I enter the second one, you get the required flame. Let me test it, and then before I go to the second one that I know that is customer will also always get complaint about that as well. Now this is giving me blue vibe. Let me reduce it to the smallest. The smallest is okay. Which is this other pipe that is here. Then this pipe that is here is for the big one. So it's showing me that the flame is not the way I want it. So I try to see how I can. You see it now. It's blue in color. But if I tune it back more, it's going to give me that red surface. And then at the end of the day, it starts blackening my pot. So with this flame now, the way it is, there is no way it's going to black my pots. So you're seeing it now. It's okay. This one is also showing me that it's going to black my pots. And I touched it that time I was explaining something. So I tried to regulate it as well. So, see? It's blue in color now. There's no way it's going to black the pot. So you see how it is burning now. It's burning very bluish. So that's it for when it comes to regulating the flame. Now there's another thing too. You know, this one does not need matches. It's an automatic burner. Once you just spark, it comes on. Once you just spark, it comes on. Now, there are something we notice most times when we want to test customers' cooker, when they buy from us. There's this thing here. Sometimes it comes out. This pipe here. What helps, in causing that thing to be automatic, like this, than igniter. The gas, it uses the gas from your cylinder. It's just like the same mechanism with normal lighter. But this one now, using the gas from your cylinder, and then it works. When you spark, the gas is just as if the gas is bringing out flame from here. Then it's supplying the flame to this same place. I don't know if it's confusing you, but that's just basically what this thing does. Then sometimes we observe that this black pipe is out of this place. We observe it. When we notice that this black pipe is out of here, when you're sparking it, it won't peak. You're sparking it, it won't peak. So what you just need to do is carry this pipe and fix it back into this place very well. And then when you spark, the thing will peak. So these are the two major complaints you will get from this cooker. Another thing too, if you're using this cooker after cooking, try and make sure that you clean this surface. Clean it to help prevent rust. When you add salt to water, it's already an acid. So when you're cooking, after cooking, if those things settles here and you don't clean it immediately after cooking, or maybe you leave it after a while, it keep accumulating, before you know, this pan will begin to rust. And at the end of the day, you won't enjoy the cooker won't last. So if you're cooking, after cooking, cultivate it as a habit to clean this place, clean it. So this one is a glass, this one is a glass top. It do break. Yes, a glass can break. The glass can break. But there are some people that will tell you that they've used theirs for 10 years, 12 years, it has not broken. There are some people that will tell you that they just bought their own, it broke. So major thing that will really cause it to break is when there's leakage. If there's leakage, it can break. But apart from that, there's no other thing that will cause it to break. Just if you're after cooking, just make sure you clean it very well. The major difference between this one and the stainless is just that this one is glass surface and then the other one is just a stainless top. There's no big difference in it. So with this information you've gotten from us today, I believe that this video is going to add value to you, and you've also learned something from us today. So see you next Friday. Thank you.